Are you going to be going over how I like to see price and how it reacts before I turn on the bots. Um, Before I gap, I want to get one thing clear is that I have not gotten any payouts yet so far. But one thing I know for sure is that the bots are only good during strong trending and rallying price action or momentum trades, right? And this goes for all of the bots that I've tested, which is Superbot 2, Superbot, and Momo. Those are the main ones I've tested. I haven't tried King Khan and all of those other bots. I simply have found what works best for me, right? Because if I go to my control center real quick, I have my two strategies T50 0.75R and 2R. This one's up 24% from almost 3 weeks ago, and this one's up 51% 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, 51% gain on a sim is pretty nifty. And this was the bots were on almost all day, every single day for all of those 3 weeks. So you can see that these bots have a lot of potential. It's just the matter of fact what happened last week, right? Last week was fucking insanely choppy. It taught us a very valuable lesson, right? And since our bot, right, every single day is telling us it's only good during trending days, why the fuck are we wasting our energy on choppy price action or low probability conditions, right? Why would we put ourselves in those low probability conditions? We have a higher chance to lose. Why are we trading? There's no point. So I was thinking, um, you know, like I said, just a disclaimer: I have not gotten any payouts from the bots, but I know damn well how to use the data, right? And that data tells me to use my experience of EMAs to tell me when it's likely to trend and when it's likely to chop. So, for example, here's today. We started at 7 a.m. all the way to 3:54. It's an hour slower for some reason. I need to fix that. Just a small error. But here are the stats for today. It's up 1.3 with an 81% win rate, 2 profit factor. And here's today's price action, right? So at 7 a.m., we could see that there's a lot of space in between the EMAs and it's, slightly pointing all in one direction, at least the 20 and the 50, right? So that tells me that, there is definitely momentum, right? Especially at this time, right? At 8 where the market is about to open or 8:30. And at first I didn't really trust it, but then I started to see the rejections off of the EMA, right? You could see it's respecting, right? And usually when you reject a specific level at a specific time, from my experience, there is a momentum, especially at 9:30 open, right? You don't have to trade that mess, but at 9:30 open, as you could see, I mean, we were chopping back and forth in between the EMAs. I wouldn't really trade this, but as soon as we saw this huge break and the EMAs started to, I guess, kind of point upwards around 9:55, I was like, okay, if we can get a continuation to break above the London highs, there's a high chance that price is going to continue. And as we broke those highs, you could see how much space we have in between the EMAs, right? Even the 200 is pointing up, the 50 is pointing up, the 20 is pointing up. Keep in mind, you may not see the EMAs like I do, but the EMAs I've been trading the market for almost 5 years. So, I have the repetitions in my brain, right? I've gone through a shit ton of back testing. I know what to look for, when to look for it. So I guess take for example, for you guys can use EMAs if you want to, but everyone sees price differently, right? I don't want to, be the shot caller for your strategy because everyone's different and the way everyone sees price is different. But example to not trade is this shit right here. Like You could see the EMAs are kind of flat, prices going up in between them over and over and over. The timing is not right? We know Asia is usually slow in volatility. By the way, I recommend you to not trade Asia because I will tell you it's a fucking waste of energy, baby. But as you can see here, this section in price is a fuck no for me. You see how flat these EMAs are? Even if when it's during New York, right? Until we could break above key levels like the London high, like this, then there would be some sort of momentum. But you could easily tell that if price starts to, dip back down and just chop around the EMAs, it's telling you it's not going to be a good day for your bot trading, right? You want to see it like this. You want to see it cross, you want to see it slope up almost like, okay, I wouldn't say literally 90 degrees, but you want to see some sort of slope and correlations in between the EMAs, like right here, in my opinion. But that's just an example. Like, you wouldn't want to be trading this, right? You could see the EMAs are just flat. But regardless to say, I hope you guys get the strategy. As you can see, actually, on Sunday, when we opened, you could see this huge burst in price, and you can see the EMAs instantly just slope up, right? It's telling us that momentum is likely to occur in the market, and I left the bots on all day, I think, here. Um, but there's no need to be greedy. I did that only for data. I mainly just held from this move to right here. I know it's kind of contradicting or a contradiction from myself, but I generally just wanted to, confirm that if there's space in between the EMAs, the bots are likely to perform better. I think today was honestly picture perfect. Like, just look at how much space is in between the EMAs versus this right here, right? I mean, look at that. There's like no space in between the EMAs. It's gonna chop. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how to explain it perfectly, but in my brain, I've put in so many repetitions that I just know what's a high probability condition and what's not. It's just something I can't really, like, I wish I could just give you my brain. You get what I'm saying? But I hope you guys get like the main points. And if anything, take it easy and trade safe.